Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Noah Vetter of Fenton Football. How's it going?
Pretty good. You?
I'm doing well. What so I know obviously the season is over. I know obviously the season ended a little earlier for you, but
Hmm.
what was it like this year? Because, I know the last few games did not go the way that you wanted to, but it was a season that a lot of people are going to remember.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great run while it lasted. Going 7-0, being the first Fenton team to do that in quite a while. That was a really cool thing to be a part of and to contribute to. And then those last three games, I think we just got a lot of injuries, and it just went downhill from there.
Yeah. So like um tell everybody what position you play.
So I play free safety and corner.
So what's it like just being primarily a defensive guy?
I mean, I like it because it's not nearly as much to remember from like a playbook standpoint, but it's also very difficult. I mean, a lot of people refer to the free safety as the quarterback of the defense. So it's interesting because you got to pay attention to everyone on the field. You're the deepest guy, you're that safety valve. So it's a fun time, and I like to hit people, so it's fun for me.
How have you kind of grown as just as a football player throughout these past few years?
Well, I mean, I started playing football in my sophomore year, and sophomore and junior year, I didn't play much at all. I mean, I barely touched the field, and then I made the decision to keep going and just get in the lab over the winter and the summer, and come to everything, hit the weights, all that stuff, and then it paid off. So it's taught me a lot about hard work and perseverance because I stuck with it, and I started for every game that I played.
Yeah, and also you when you look at it, I know you've also kind of, I know you want to I know you want to continue playing at the next level. So,
Mm.
what's that process been like for you?
I mean, it's had its up and downs. I mean, it's a very difficult process to get recruited out of a small school, just because there's not as much exposure. You really have to, kind of do it yourself in a way. So it's been a fun process to learn. It's really great when it works out, and that makes it worth all the work that you put in, all the time and everything.
Yeah. Um, so just as like to be a part of this year, I know you guys were rolling at one point.
Mhm.
What was that like for you to be on there and to do things that Benton hasn't done in a long, long time?
Yeah, I mean, it was really special. I knew it from day one. We came out there, through 7-on-7s and all that, and I just knew we had a very, very talented team. And then we went in, we beat Dow, which is they're a good team, and then we knock off Hazlitt, which nobody thought we could do. And after that point, we were just rolling, and it was a really special season. There's a lot of good buddies on that team, a lot of people. We were all very close with each other. It was a good team bond.
For you, like what was this year like for you because of all the stuff you've had to go through throughout the last few years?
It was like a like success, but also just staying grounded and remembering like you have to earn everything that you get, and then just executing on what I've worked on and what I've learned and gained throughout the years, and just do what I need to do to help the team win.
So, what has it been, now with the season wrapping up and stuff, been how tough was it to, not, I know obviously you suffered an injury. What was that like to just process and stuff like, I'm in and I may never know, I may never come back and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it was really tough for me because football has been pretty much my entire life the last couple years. I mean, how much time it takes up. It was tough, and I kind of knew it right from when I hurt myself. I just had a gut feeling like this is the end of my high school career. And then got my hopes up a little bit towards the end because I was cleared to play this week, and then losing to Linden, that just made it hurt even more.
Yeah. What will you like? Have you had a chance to like reflect back on what it's been like the last your football career and stuff?
I mean, yeah, a little bit. It's just looking back on like the good memories and the stuff like that. I mean, I've made some of my closest friends, and you never get a bond with somebody like you do when you're out there on the same side of the ball the entire season, fighting and just digging deep and winning next to each other. Like me and my other guys on the secondary, we're so close after going through that together.
Yeah. What was the best moment from this year?
I would say the best moment was coming back out for the second half against Flushing. We went in there. I don't remember. I think it was maybe we were up by one touchdown or tied. It was still a pretty close game, and then we just came out there and just laid it on them, and that was a really great moment. Win the Stripes division with it. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Um, so like how did you like mentally get ready for a game and stuff?
I'm a very ritualistic kind of guy. I had the same exact playlist every single game, same route to school every day. Everything was exactly the same. Did the eye black the same way. I just kept everything as similar as I could.
Yeah. Like, you know, what does football mean to you, Noah?
Well, it's really just meant like that's tough. It's been my entire life the last couple of years, so it's meant a lot to me. It's a very valuable experience, and I think everyone should play football if they can because you learn lessons and get bonds in this sport that you never will learn from another sport.
Yeah. So what will you miss about high school football?
I'm gonna miss my coaching staff is a big part of it, and I'm gonna miss playing with my buddies. Like playing at the college level is gonna be awesome, but I'll never play with the people who I've grown up with again for the vast majority, which
Yeah.
is it's something tough to deal with.
So like, now it's time to talk about, excuse me, time to talk about what's next. So what is next for you, Noah?
Well, I haven't decided where I'm going yet. I have three NAIA offers right now, a couple D3s. Adrian's looking at me right now. And right now I'm just working on kind of moving up in the ranks. I'd like to land at a D2, but I'm also completely okay with going to any of the D3s or NAIs who have offered me. Coach Chandler at Bethany College is a great dude. He was the first coach to really show a belief in me as a college player, and that has a lot of value to me. So right now it's just kind of deciding pros and cons of each school and that sort of thing.
All right. No, let's get to know you a little bit. How about that?
Okay.
So okay, best moment from your high school football career. So now this spans throughout your entire time, your playing time.
Mm, let's think. The best moment. Hmm. Well, I mean, one of the best moments we had was we went to the Goose Poop 7-on-7 tournament this summer,
Yeah.
and we made it to the semifinals, and that was a fun day. We beat a lot of teams that were pretty good teams, and it was a fun time hanging out with all my buddies for the day. I'd say that was one of my favorite moments.
Yeah. Um, let's see. Most memorable play that you remember.
Most memorable play, probably against Holly when I had my forced fumble. I just remember they ran, I believe it was an outside zone or a sweep or something like that.
Yeah.
And he popped around the edge, and then I just crashed down, hit him. Ball comes out, and then my outside linebacker Cruz Gomez fell on it, and that was that. I got up, I didn't even know the ball came out. Turned
Yeah.
around, and everyone's celebrating,
Yeah. Who's your favorite player?
like NFL wise.
Yeah, any team, any sport.
I like Cam Chancellor.
Okay.
I like how he hit, man. It's That's what I strive to try to be like.
Yeah. What's your go-to place for food?
Go to place for food. I gotta say B Dubs. B
Okay.
Dubs is always the way to go.
All right. And finally, what's something people don't know about you, Noah?
Something people don't know about me. I played three different instruments in middle school. I played saxophone, ukulele, and the drum set.
Absolutely. That's awesome. All right. Well, Noah, thank you so much for the time as always, and let's have you on again sometime.
All right, sounds good. Thank you.